Hello guys, welcome back. Long time no see. Hope you guys have been well. Let's just quickly jump right into the charts, I guess. I don't wanna you guys waiting. We'll talk as we go. So first let's look at gold. We have had this big run up, like you guys remember on the daily run up. Then we crash down, come back up, tap a volume imbalance on, I think that's a 4 hourly volume imbalance, if I'm not mistaken, guys. There. And that was the top that we tapped. And then with us going into that, we formed this suspension block on the daily. Now that then treats as a inversion curly gap. Check how they use this. I think that is on the higher time frame. And then we sell off. So we haven't yet came back to this breakaway on the 4 hour, but on the daily we did tap into it. So that is suffice. That should suffice. Um, and then after we break the lows with this version, but this is a better one to look at the daily. Broke these, and with that, well, so that was the on the higher time frame. The the draw and the draw two, for price to draw two, and then spool lower or use it to go higher again, right? So as we tap into that, I don't know where that it's an, I think it's a 4 hour inversion. I think I mentioned in the previous video where I did my market analysis. I told you guys, if you were to go higher on the 4 hour, they would want to respect that and go higher. I did also look at this. I remember we looked at this and see how they disrespected it with this gap down. Couldn't get above CE, consequent encroachment. You can see body closure right there. Full gap closure. They tapped it right to the wick in this range, right? And then we ran down again. So currently we are looking into a very weird market at the moment. So let's go to the daily. We had this consolidation just continuously going lower, and then the drop took out the sell side, and then also I just marked that this is a vertical line. Check where we were. And we failed to check that low. So you can see right there. See how we failed to tap it, right? And then we just vroom up. That is just them making the engineered salsa liquidity. So watch out. Don't get some feelings of bullishness. If we were to be bullish, then we would like, I don't even see us going higher. Like really. So this week, like that, 50%. So the new daily or weekly wick can come up to this level, right? And then spool down. That's what I'm thinking. It could go higher on the other quadrants, but I'm feeling like the markets are really bearish on gold. So not much other than that. We come tap that, making the top wick. and then close below this wick on the weekly. So you can also shade this and check how they use the quadrants to go lower. To target this sell side, and this, right? So just note that. And then let's quickly go to NAS. I'll take off my markings because it is a lot. So on the weekly, we see we ran up, right? And then we had that massive drop down, the massive daily candle that was like I think 1,600 handles in total, which was crazy. We tapped into this fair value gap, but I'm feeling like, guys, anybody that is bullish here, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think we are going higher. I see this as a candle forming, right? This is a weekly order block. So what I would like to see for next week is if this can create as an order block, next week we will see them close below this for the body, right? A closure below all of this. And then the next week we can see them try again to get back up, tap anywhere in this or the whole order block for people to say, oh, bullish, bullish, but then we just dump again. So again, watch out. This feels like a top. On my personal studies, every time, every day, when we were, let me go on to the 4 hour. Where were we? I think it was every day we made a higher high. I was waiting for them. It was on these days. I was looking for us to sell off. And I was eagerly waiting, guys, because I knew it was coming. So this was at market open. We tapped and took all the highs. Market open 9 a.m. And then just in an hour, we formed the other half of the 4 hourly and closed there the below. And then the 10 hour, we tapped, then at the top, then close down. Fair value gap, taking the lows. Now after we take the lows, we come up, take the buy side, inversion, close below. This fair value gap I can't draw now, otherwise other drawings come up. This fair value gap that took the high. It's an inversion order block on the 4 hour, right? Order block inversion, fair value gap. We took the high. That is just pure, just saying to sell. We tapped into it, check where we closed. 4 hour came up a bit, then we dump. And that was the massive day. Okay, so now we, after that other previous crazy day, now this was the crazy long term run, and then this was the 1 day wick. We came to rebalance the price. So now again we can see them maybe come for this high, but that's a bit ambiguous. They can, but I'm feeling like they're gonna respect this wick and then turn down, come for this, engineer sell side, come for all of this, all the unfold gaps on the daily, you can see, with just continuous run up. So we tapped into this, draw lower into this. Yeah. here and all this. This is like a main draw that we can 24782 on FXCM. I still had my other draws that I told you guys with the TGIF. The 1 week that was had an excellent TGIF and it didn't come to fill it. I think it was on this week. So TGIF was just here below. That is also a draw for me, is for them to come back to that level right there. Right. NAS, same protocol basically. Weekly, we can see them touch into this volume imbalance on the weekly. Right. So that is a draw for us, and to see them go lower from here. Right. It matches up with NAS. We don't want to see NAS take that other high because of the bearishness. Right. This volume imbalance could be the runner for us. So we can see I don't want to really draw now, but let's draw it. So that, you see it? Highlight it on that. You guys can see. We might see ES fail to tap that, or ES touch it, and then fall lower while NAS maybe takes the high. It's all, we just need to see how they want to do the stuff, right? So NAS left no relative equal lows, right? So that's why we can see NAS try and draw for that, while NAS fails to draw for it, and a lack. They're gonna 100% still sweep it, right? But I think NAS will be the one to hit it first before before ES. That's just how I feel, and that's how I just see the markets most of the times. I expect them to do what I think, and if they don't, then it's okay. I tried the way I think it should, and if it doesn't, it's okay. I think we're still gonna draw lower. I'm just explaining how we could do it. Okay. This is just an all NAS. We can see we had if I go to that's on daily, you guys go to Lego trading hours. So that gap, they will leave that. They could come to it. But I want us to be bearish. Full on bearish. I think we are going to. But if it does, then counter me impressed. Then they want people to think, oh, we're bullish much more, and it's just much more manipulated. If this is not the low that we are for, if this is the low, then I'm just impressed. So this volume imbalance, I don't know where that comes from. The volume imbalance, but there is a massive. Let me just quickly investigate why that is there. Did they change the gap? So it's not there on the weekly, on the daily. Oh, okay. The daily volume imbalance. Okay. You guys can see. I think it's because it was set. Yeah, there it is. There it is. But that's why you can change between the stuff, and it changes the gaps, right? So this was the low daily volume imbalance. It reacted up, right? And then we can see if we can drop lower. I think this is 100% going lower. Guys, don't take my word for it. Let's just see how it plays out. That's what we do. We analyze and we check how it plays out. So again, the sell side is my draw this on the weekly. No, sorry. No, what is that then? It's a monthly. No, no, guys. I've been drawing some weird lines. Hello. It's volume imbalance on the 4 hourly. The most prominent unfold ones. So this one is fully unfold. So that is a draw for us. And it's like, oh, it's regular trading hours. So regular trading hours, I should name this stuff, guys. The gaps of the regular trading hours, and that is a draw for us. And then this, it left all these lows in market as we priced. So 930 didn't take a 130, well, 130 didn't take 930's low, right? This whole 4 hour candle. And then the next day, 930 didn't take out any of these lows, right? And it just ran up. And then the next day, 930 didn't take out Thursday's low. And then from one down, we just kept on rushing up. And that was basically why we ran up. Well, not why, from where we ran up. So that is a draw for us to return to. This is a long video, guys, but stay with me. Stay with me. Oil. Let's go into it. Daily. Let's quickly remove the analysis. So we can see this gap, right? It was respected fully, ran down. Now we check at this quick, how they use it to go lower or higher. I'm feeling that they're gonna come for this low, right? Just there. And then make people think it's going lower. I don't know what they want to think. And then we can see a higher prices. This is a bit ambiguous. It can. I'm not writing it off the books. It's just a better entry point for a buy in my books. We're gonna leave this gap most likely. We're not gonna touch it. We're gonna be too bullish on oil. And again, I'll reference back to this. It could come back down there, but I just feel like we can come here. 8203. We can even, that should be the same level as this low to that low. Event horizon right there. Can take off those lines. That this low and this low event horizon, that could be the turning point to go higher. It is, let me put on the table for you guys, price 81.97. So about that range. And then we have the stacked highs, event horizon on the old highs. So this event horizon, oh no, that is not the event horizon. This, that high to that high, event horizon. And then this event horizon is, I think, this high to that high. And if we take that range, this protracted to targets, then we have this 167 and 203. That could be what we are looking at. Some stuff needs to pop off for that to happen, but I'm not counting it out of the books. On the monthly, this fair value gap, this event horizon, it adds up it will most likely be used. Watch out. Again, this is not something you want to buy or sell or whatever from my analysis. This is purely educational and for entertainment purposes. And for you to mark these levels out on your own and look at what we do based on the analysis. Okay. Let's go a bit on to, let's not do crypto in this video. Let's do USD. ZAR. So it's a dollar to rand. On the monthly, um, we have this lows, all this added up lows, right? Um, it's looking like a market maker sell model, guys. I'm not lying. I've been saying it since we've shipped that high and came down here. I've been looking at it and it looks like a market maker sell model. Watch out. We might go lower. You can see the top right there. It's respecting the buy side of the curve too much. Okay. So we consolidate at the top, take the high. This is a consolidation. Reason for us to go lower because we took everybody that is short from anywhere in this range. People selling or like, how can I say, buying their money from rand to go to dollar to make a profit. Something I'm currently super stupid, but people selling here, you know, waiting for the lower prices with this run. People selling because it's going in a downtrend for months, right? And then with this run up in 3 months, right? We take most of people out. The 4th month, we fail to take a lot of people out. We chill, make it look like we're going down again. And then just one April 25th, April of 2025, we pump it up, take everything out, and dump down. So there's order block right there. You can see respected, ran down, all of the levels respecting. So let's go down. This level should stay respected. So I don't want to see any price action above these highs again for a while. So this week was the order block as well, right? Came down. Order block again. Run down. That fairly gap, tap it, come down. That lower the wick of the monthly. Whoop, tap it, come up. Leave it. That is so, oh, I see that. I'm so bearish, man. But see this 50%, and then we run down. Closure below. Well, this closure below. Order block. Taps it. Check where we close. Run down, run down, run down. To a monthly order block. Temporary rejection. It's expected. Price needs to go up a bit. You can't expect a run down just continuously running down, running down, running down. There needs to be price action going up. And here it is. Monthly order block. Check where we close. Failed to go lower. Okay, quadrants of the wick. This leaves relative equal lows. Engineer sell side liquidity. Run up, take buy side, and again back to this order block and the monthly wick. Now check where we close on the bodies. We do all of this, all of that. We go down, we come up and check where we close. We go up, fail to take the high, come all the way down and close here. but we are not closing above the 50% of the consequent encroachment of that monthly wick. I think that is a daily fair value gap. So here you are looking for sales because it's closing on the lower end of the wick. If fair value gap the next week, so we close here. The next day or the next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Check where we close, right? You can expect the next day, the next week, to be parabolic. Because, check, on the weekly we must close the year. It's lower, fell to go higher, minor buy side, and then we drop. This fair value gap is going to be used, paired with the order block and a small inversion fair value gap. Right there. Wick, it's okay. That is just a wick. Wicks do damage, bodies tell the narrative. Check where we stop. We just wick out of it. Check where we close. That is buying and selling pressure. Really buying and selling. Drop off, drop down. We close below the order block. And check how fascinating. It didn't tap the body again because it is too weak. It's too weak. Okay? And we drop. Now we see this fair value gap and the older on the left side of the curve fair value gap. You pair them together. We have this inversion, the biggest fair value gap on the left side of this run up on the daily. So we have three high probability fair value gaps. This one, right, took this high. This one took all of these, all of that. It took all of it. So it's two high probability fair value gaps paired with this buy side of the curve, and we just want to watch it respect. This is okay. It's okay. It's just coming up for a higher price to make people think we are going bullish. Come down. It's their way of manipulating and getting everybody's maybe selling every time with tight stop losses, getting them out. Or everybody that thinks we're going higher, coming down again. Up, down, consistently baiting them out. So we went higher, lower, higher, couldn't take these high, boom, lower, took that sell side. Went a bit higher, and again, same predicament. We are here. Fair value gap. Inversion. Right. Stacked up. Stacked lows. So we just took that small buy side. We have this. Right. We have this. We have this. We have this. And we have that. And then that. Don't you think they want to run through that? Like absolutely demolish this range? Just like they did there. And here. Absolutely demolishing every sell side. Same with this. Sell side demolish, sell side demolish, sell side demolish, demolish. Demolish. Everything. So for my USDZAR, I'm thinking this right fair value gap is the most prominent one after we have left this range. This fair value gap, we were inside of the range. Yes, it was still used, but we have the other fair value gaps. We don't need that. It's included in all of the range. So every time we've gone out, we haven't made any big fair value gaps. This one is nice. I'm looking at this, how they can use this. If you want more layers onto this inversion, I would like to see them come up and then slam down, absolutely demolishing all of that. If you can get higher and close below these highs, we could see a run up. Yes, then I'll say, okay, I'll change my narrative. I'm thinking we're going higher after we've closed above on the daily, close above this, close above this, close above this. Then I'll say, yes, okay, we are going for that. And then back into the highs. But you guys can see buy side taken, right? Buy side, all this taken, run down. Buy side taken, forms new buy side, taken. So the only prominent ones are the wicks and the candles that took all the relative equal highs. That's the only targets. So they are less prominent for a draw. This is the only one that's catching my eye. Right, that one. But for us to go that, I don't think so. I think this, if they respect this, we can see a big drop to that sell side, this sell. And then coming below this again, then we can see them run down and use this wick, that quadrants, as reason and support to go lower. Check what we did on the monthly. We've, in the past 13 days, check what we have done. Right? So we went up into the levels, left it, fair value gap will come up, reject them, and form the wick of the other side. Open, high, low, close. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm expecting, and you should expect it too. I don't watch Euro USD, but these are some levels that's outside that I'm watching, and then later on draw to the highs. But I don't watch this market as much, so I'm not gonna give my intuition on that. Let's quickly run through Bitcoin. Let's quickly do it. So, guys, we've had the sell side poached, and now it's just a minor ejection up to this level, and then I'm seeing price most likely run down again. We target those relative equal highs, came up to a random level that I've mentioned to you guys long ago, long ago. I've mentioned that is a draw. The blue, the yellow, and then the ultimate draw for that time period, right? What have we used to go lower? Don't think it's random. Okay, let's go on. So we done that. I don't know why my screen is bugging, came down aggressively. So it's a market maker bar model. Market maker sell model. Up. Making people think we are bullish. Into higher time frame PD array. Crash it all. Takes us low. Full everybody that went high. Everybody that bought from February is in a deficit now. Crazy. Doesn't that sound crazy? Isn't that? Okay. We move on. We have this that I marked out. It's not big. So this, I feel this is a spotlight for me. For them to come to and respect to go lower again. Right? We've used these levels, guys. The levels I've mentioned. Everything to the T. When it was time to run, it ran using the levels I told. So what we are seeing now is a draw into 5-2, 4-7, and that is where I would cut. Is this after they take these lows into this fair value gap? That is my ultimatum, or whatever you want. This range, I'd say this range here to somewhere around here. That is my range for them to stop. If they go lower, well, count me impressed. It's better points for us to buy at. I would say look out for the date of the 4th of October, 4th or the 5th, one of these days. 4th or the 5th. Watch for that day. And see what happens on that day. Or in that, so it's a Sunday or a Monday. In that range. Okay. So let me all Bitcoin is gonna follow, or XRP is gonna follow with Bitcoin for the time being. Gonna most likely draw lower again. And the levels I mentioned to you guys at once that I wanted for them to keep higher, they use it to go lower. We can't say anything about that. That is just the market. Us needing to go lower before we can see a run up. I think that was me. I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry for the long-winded video. 40 minutes is a lot process. I had to come back with a bang, and I wish I had did some other daily analysis on my trades that I did, because it was kind of insane. So for now, stay safe, guys. Don't do stupid shit. Stay safe, stay blessed, and may you enjoy the rest of your evening or day, whichever further. Cheers.